Okay, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Hello? I don't think it's picking up again. Nana, can you hear me? Hi, Brian. Nana, is the sound better? Awesome. Sweet. I don't know what is going on because I changed the settings for my mic every time I set up my live, and for some reason it kicks it back to my default mic that's on my laptop, and I don't know why it does that. I better get it figured out before the DP-a-thon or I'm gonna have issues. But no, like I was saying, but y'all couldn't hear me. Me and Nana have decided to push my live ahead. Here, I guess I'll look at you guys while I talk here. But me and Nana have decided to move my live from 9 to 8. That way, if I go long, I'm not going on top of her. So I may go till 11. And then Nana will pick up right at 11. If I end before then, we'll get a little break before Nana. But that way, because my lives had usually gone a little bit over 2 hours. And that way, you know, I'm not having to cut off. So I'm not going on top of Nana's live. So yeah, I'm going to start going live at 8 instead of 9. So I'm going to move this down here. Now. Brian. Hi, Unica. Hated. I don't think I've seen you in here. Hi, Robin. Well, I got a little bit done. I don't even know if you guys can see it. My lighting is horrible. I need to get me a ring light. I'm going to try something. Let's see if I can turn this light on and see if it helps. I don't know if it'll last my whole life, but we'll see. Let's see if this helps, matters. Does that make it a little bit brighter? How is everybody tonight? No, I haven't yet, Brian. But that is definitely on the agenda. I think me and Nana are going to work on that this week. Have you tried it, Brian? Thank you, Unica. Sweet. Try to open up a smaller section this time. Oh, thanks, sweetie. I need to remember you go live right before me. I was up all night last night, so I literally woke up like 30 minutes before I needed to go live. So I have not exactly been sleeping the best at night for some reason. It's like I can be extremely tired all day and the sun goes down and I'm wide awake. It's like I'm a vampire or something. All right. And yes, that funny sound you hear is my vape. I hope it's not too loud. I haven't exactly heard it on the other end with my camera. You'll catch up, Nana. Dude, the section I did's like, it's not even a section. I don't know what I was thinking, though, because look at this. I'll make y'all sick for a minute. Look at that. That is not a section. That is like, it's to here. That's insane. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah. No, it's okay, Rosetta. It's my My mic on my laptop, the internal one, for some reason, every time I set up my live, I change it to the mic on the webcam, and for some reason it switches back to that one on my laptop. I've had one live where it didn't do that. Every other one it's done it in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around and do some testing so I don't mess up during the DP-a-thon. Yes, it is very disrespectful confetti. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's completely ridiculous. Yeah, it is really annoying. Horribly, horribly annoying. All right, let me get me a color out. I don't know why. I don't ever get any diamond painting done during my lives. And see, with this being so confetti, I don't even know what color to grab. It's confusing. Do what, Nana? Oh, hi, Dave. I didn't even see you. Hi, Aussie girl. You're not here? Okay, Dave's not here, everybody. I'm a little scatterbrained. Every time that happens and my mics mess up, I'm like, ugh. And with me going live early, the kids were still up. My husband just went up to put them to sleep because they go to bed at 8. So it's kind of a little hectic at 8. So if I ever go live and you hear my kids in the background, that's why. They go to bed right at 8. Oh, this is crazy. I don't even know what to pick here. Yeah, no joke. That's what I want to do, Rosetta. Just break it in half. But I'm picking up a Chromebook tomorrow. My phone company actually has it. You know, I don't know if any of you guys are with Verizon, but you can get a tablet and pay like either $10 or $20 a month for 2 years until it's paid off. Well, they're doing that with Chromebooks now. Only it's like $24.99 or something a month. I totally took advantage of that. So they called me today and told me it was in Platte City, about 30 minutes from me. But like I said, I had not slept. And I knew I was going live tonight, so I had to take a nap. So, yeah, I'm trying to find something to lay here. So I need to get tape. That's what I need to do. But, yeah, I hadn't slept, so I didn't think it'd be a very good idea for me to drive 30 minutes there and back. I'm going to grab some washi tape to stop myself from going too far on this canvas because it's become a problem. All right. There we go. Catch up on chat here. I'm going to try to, Rosetta. I'm going to try. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please tell me. Because I feel like I'm butchering it. Is it just Rosette? Or was I saying it right? I don't want to butcher your name. I'll feel bad. Because mine gets butchered all the time. So, I'm going to try to set up on Chromebook. I don't know how it's going to go. I've never used a Chromebook. So, we shall see. Kansas. I'm in Atchison, Kansas. It's kind of out. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Kansas, but it's out towards like Topeka, sort of. Well, that's good to know. Cause yeah, I can't. I used to think I was technology smart until I started going live. Then I realized, yeah, not so much. Okay. I love the clear covers because I love poured glue. But the only problem I have is that when I see another letter on the other side, I don't want to stop. I put it over there. There. Now I will stop. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, I meant Platt. Platt City. No, I wish I was in Florida. Seriously. I hate living in Kansas. The weather's like bipolar. I think it's one of those, once you know what connections have to be made, get the procedure down, then it won't bother you. Maybe. I don't know. Because I've had this webcam for my last like 3 or 4 lives, and I thought I had it down, but apparently I don't. I wish you could just default the settings for your lives. That would really make things easier. Try going outside in the smoke from the fires. Don't do that, sweetie. No, don't do that. That's going to hurt your lungs really bad. I know it's not quite the same thing, but we had a chemical plant mix a bunch of chemicals out here, and I didn't know any better. I thought it was fog. Like, I looked out my door and I was like, why is it so foggy? And it literally just looked like this monster fog barreling down the street. And before you know it, I couldn't see from my porch to the street, which isn't very far. And little did I know, it was a chemical spill, and it was like taking over our whole town. We had to like barricade, put wet towels under the doors. It was bad. And I didn't know, but I breathed that in. Granted, it was chemicals. And man, my throat was messed up for a long time. But breathing in smoke will mess you up, sweetie. Try to stay inside as much as you can. What did I miss here? Trapped in Southern California. You're trapped? I'll trade you. You're in Colorado, Unica? You're not very far from me. About 9 hours. My kid's dad used to live in Colorado. And he just moved back again. If she was closer, she would be closer to me. Shoot, I wish I was closer to you, Nana. No, that not here, Dave. Not here, Dave. Is that your new name? Are we gonna change this? Yeah, I saw it. I'm gonna rewatch it again. I did watch it though earlier today. I think I fell asleep though because I was that out of it because I hadn't slept, but I was in and out, so I'm gonna watch it again. I am, but my kids want to go in my parents' pool. Is it inside, sweetie? Because if it's not inside, I would tell them no. They don't need to be breathing that smoke in at all either. If it's not an indoor pool, tell them go play in the bathtub. Because that little kid's lungs are even weaker than yours, sweetie. What's wrong, Peyton?
Well,
sorry, guys. Hold on.
If you heard Abel, he wants me to sleep with him.
No. You're sleeping in your own bed. You have school.
And by the way, he wants me to stay in there until he falls asleep.
No, you have school. You got to go to bed too.
I know, but he really wants Chase.
We'll go give him Chase, but then you need to get in your own room, please. Okay. Thank you.
Can I do Would You Rather with you tonight before I go to bed?
Honey, Mommy's not doing Would You Rather tonight, but you need to go get some sleep. You have school.
When do I get to do it?
We will do it sometime, okay?
On the weekend?
I don't know, baby. But I need you to go to bed for school, please. I love you.
I'm sorry that I left my thing at school.
It's okay. I love you.
Love you.
Yeah, my mommy mode. Shoot, I've been a mommy since I was 18. That's all I know. Bye, baby girl. I love you. Get some sleep.
Don't forget to plug Abel's tablet in.
I won't. She's mommy number 2, or she tries to be. She cracks me up. She ran off, Nana. But I'll tell her you waved at her. She wants to go live with me so bad. That's what she was meaning by can we do Would You Rather. I had told her before YouTube started all these child law things that they've been doing, that every now and then I'd let her go live with me, and I found some little kid Would You Rather questions and was going to do them with her and then let her diamond paint with me. But I try to be careful with that because I don't want something coming down on my channel because my kid's on there. So I try not to let it happen very often. But she's yeah, she wants to go. She wants her own channel is what she wants. And mommy's not very comfortable with that yet. So I don't know. Not only that, but I have enough time keeping with my up with my own channel without trying to help her upload everything. You can come. Oh, I missed that. You can come scrub my house too, Unica. we can we can clean together and jam out to Selena. I love Selena's music, dude. I've been listening to her music since I was a little girl. I actually watched some of your, I guess, do you call them drag shows out at whatever bar, whatever you were at? I remember I worked at a bar in Johnson County and we had drag night out there. And I'm telling you what, it was so much fun. It was amazing. We had a blast. You're doing that now? That's awesome. Hi, Nina. Yeah, sorry, I'm catching up on chat here. Yes, I will be this summer, one way or another, Nana. I'm coming out there. Aussie girl, I mean, you're their mom, sweetie, but I wouldn't do it. Depending on how bad that smoke is, if it was hurting your lungs just to go outside, I mean, just think they're going to be, playing rough in the pool, which makes you inhale harder. And I'm just afraid it's going to mess up their lungs, babe. But your mama. All right, Unica. Have a good night. Enjoy Selena and cleaning. So let's see here. What have I done that's interesting? I find very interesting. I pretty much get up, put the kids on the bus. Normally during the day I sleep because I'm usually up all night on the phone with a certain someone. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't do a whole lot. I gotta figure out something though. My birthday's next week. I like to do something, but I have no idea what. I used to go out to the bars and drink and dance for my birthday, and I don't know if I really want to do that this year. Oh, I guess it'd help if I turned on live chat. That could be the problem. Ugh, need my vape. Yeah, Peyton just finished. Let's see. I think because she did a small one of those little pre-framed rhinestone ones. She did one of those, and then she just finished a partial rainbow rose, one of those ones from Walmart, the one that's are partial. She did that. She's getting ready to start one of her unicorns. I don't know if she's going to do her special shaped unicorn or if she's going to do her uh her first full drill. It's like a 30 by 40. Hi Deb, how are you? So yeah, she's going to she's my diamond painter. She loves it. We don't get to do it as much as I wish we did cuz every other weekend she's at her dad's, so that's pretty much the only time we get to do it. And because she likes to stay up late with me and diamond paint, but not on a school night. And see, Christmas break, we were so hectic the week that I had her. that we didn't get to. And then she was at her dad's the rest of the break. And and then the day she came home, she had to go back to school the next day. Now she doesn't have school Monday, so she may stay up with me Sunday night. And probably Friday night and Saturday night. Yes, it's patty wax, Nana. Again, I'm in a love-hate relationship. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I can't get it to last as long as some people are saying it's lasting in their pen. And I'm really not pushing hard, so I know that's not the problem. I mean, it doesn't. I don't have to fill my pen as much as I used to with the regular wax. But I mean, I still have to fill it several times when I'm diamond painting. And I watched her tutorial video and I'm doing it all how she said to do it, but I don't know. I don't get it. And I mean, the one thing I do love about it is that pop noise, but it only does it for the first, excuse me, the first few drills you place. Yep, patty wax and use, Deb. I don't know. I go back and forth. Like, I'll use it, and then I'll go back to regular wax. And part of the reason is I bought both of. I mean, I didn't buy the regular wax that came free, but I bought the wax pots they go in, and I want to use those. So I go back and forth. I like both. Well, I like my regular wax. I'm still deciding on the patty wax anyway. I have not even tried a multi-placer, Elizabeth. Single placer is all I have tried with the patty wax. Plus, there ain't no multi-placing on this canvas. If somebody can multi-place this canvas, I give you props. Because it's very extremely confetti heavy. Hi, Allie. Sweetie, again, I have not forgot about you. I was not feeling good the other day when I said I was going to do it. I had a fever, so I slept all day. But it is on my agenda because I need to film an unbagging. And I figured I would do that and then do your tab questions. So I just got to write them down and I will get that done. It is on my list of videos to make. It's hard to make videos in here at night when Jay's in here because he snores. And all my stuff's in my room to film. That's where my craft area is. Well, I don't know how much you guys would appreciate hearing him snore in the background of my videos. I'm doing a lot better, Allie. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it only lasted like a day or two. It wasn't bad, but I just did not feel good. Like all of a sudden I felt like I had a fever and I think I just slept it off. I don't know. It was weird, but I did not feel good. It could have been stress too. I've had a lot going on lately. Jill, I can get the patty wax to work on a 10 placer. Well, you're doing dang good, girl. Because I'm doing good to get it to work in a freaking single placer. I can work. See, I can't even use a 10 placer. The highest I've been able to get to is an 8 placer, the thin 8 placer. And I used that on Swan Lake, where all that confetti, or not confetti, that all that color blocking was. That's where I used it. Elizabeth, wouldn't be any louder than my pit puppy. He snores loud enough to wake the dead. Yeah, so does Jay. And I'm sure you guys have already heard it anyway. Because there's been a couple lives that he has snored in. I don't even know where he's at right now. Guessing he might have went to the living room. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I may just have to make the videos and y'all will just have to deal with the snoring because that's why I haven't been recording. Is the only time I'm awake, he's asleep. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's hard to record videos. But oh well, I guess I'll just have to do it. Okay, Elizabeth. I got a new tattoo. I don't know if I showed you guys or not last week. I can't remember. I think I did, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. The lily, the pink and gray lily. That's eventually going to be a big piece to my whole leg, but one step at a time. I couldn't sit there and handle my whole leg being done at once. Oh, you're good, Nana. I know it wasn't me. Do they connect? Does what connect? I'm lost. I don't know why I'm lost, but I am. It's been one of those days. Oh, my tattoos. The ones on my leg, the plan is we're gonna put a few big lilies, maybe a couple small ones, and then in between them we're gonna put like the stars that have shading around them to make a star. We're gonna do those, maybe some regular stars, and then like swirly stuff in between them, and it's gonna kind of go all the way from my ankle up to my thigh. Now the ones on my arms. Let's see if I can show this without making you guys dizzy as hell here. They all connect. Like they go all the way up my arm. The only side that's a little bare is over here. And then same thing with this one. I've got them. That's one of my favorites. That one right there. And then it goes all the way up this arm. So my arms are pretty full. My chest is full, just about. My back is almost full. We've been working on that for about a year. And my legs, they've got them here and there. I don't have any on my stomach or my sides. I haven't gotten that brave yet. For one, I'll never get any on my stomach. My stomach is seen its better days. I've had 4 kids. So, but I do have a couple I want to get on my rib cage. I'm just too scared. I'm eventually going to do it because I'm going to run out of skin. I'm going to have to. But I think I'm going to cheat and get numbing cream, but I'm trying to do my research because some of the numbing creams can mess up the ink in the tattoo. So I got to figure out which ones won't damage my tattoo. Oh, do you like my tattoos, Deb? I love them. I had a problem before I met my husband, and the fact that he can do tattoos it's a bonus. I mean, I still love him either way, even if he didn't tattoo me, but it's a bonus. It's my stress reliever. When I'm stressed out, if I get tattooed, it helps. Draya, is that Kane Brown on your shirt? Yes, it is. He's so hot, isn't he, Nana? We saw him at was it Yalapalooza last year, I think. I can't remember who else was there. It was Kane Brown. I want to say Lone Star. I don't know, but he was amazing in concert. I would love to go to just one of his shows because he only did like a small set because he was one of the main bands there. But his voice is amazing. and he's gorgeous. Here you go, Nana. I'll give you a close up. Oh shit! I dropped the camera. Here you go, Nana. He's all yours. Don't mind my room. I need to clean. Please try not to look. Okay. Yep, he's hot, but he's a kid. But he can sing. It's all right. You can be a cougar for a day, Nana. Come on. Everybody does it. Shoot. Nina, I feel you with symbols. This canvas, there's like 3 symbols that you can barely see because they're light green and they've got a white symbol on them. Yeah, you can barely see it. It's bad. It's horrible. Like me and Nana were on the phone. She's like, "What is this?" And I like had to help her out. I could barely see them. I had to hold a flashlight on them. And even then, I mean, that made them clearer. But yeah, they're not good. Those 3 symbols. I know his voice is just amazing. Another episode phone call tomorrow. Dude, I'm telling you, Nana, I spend more time talking to you than I do pretty much anybody else in my life. But I wouldn't trade you for nothing. That is one thing I have said over and over again is as much as I love diamond painting, it's not even the thing that I love about diamond painting is is the craft itself. I love the people that it's brought me to, the friendships that I've developed, because otherwise I never would have met any of these people. I mean, I live in a little small butthole town in Kansas. I don't talk to nobody. I don't even go out very often, so I don't meet people very often unless my husband's introducing me to them. You have several that have white symbols. I'm sorry, Nina, because it's horrible. If it's a dark color with a white symbol, it's not a big deal. But when they have that light color, they should put a black symbol. But I don't know. Like, other than that, these symbols are clear. They're clear as day. But just those 3 symbols, you can't read them for crap. I can't get any tattoos on my shoulders until they replace the joints. I've had rheumatoid arthritis since I was 10. Replaced both my hips and both my knees. God, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Ugh. Well, you know what? Let them get it done, and then you can hide those scars with beautiful tattoos. That's what I've done. I have a few scars that I've hidden. I need to hide the ones on my neck. But I'm scared to do it because I have so many neck surgeries. I'm afraid the second I cover them up with a tattoo, they'll have to cut through it again. That's what worries me about my back piece, too. Okay? That's what worries me about my back piece, too, is that, he's worked so hard on it. And if I end up having to have the surgery to fix this disc that's messed up, they're going to have to cut right through it. But he told me that he should be able to fix it if they do it. But I don't know, dude. I've seen how they put tattoos back together sometimes. Oh, I wouldn't trade you for anything, nor any of the DP community. I know, Nana, I feel exactly the same way. There is some amazing people in this community. I have made some amazing friendships. Nope, they're almost all pastel colors, clear. But I think, I hate it when it's like that. It's horrible. What canvas are you doing, Nina? Excuse me. I don't know why my throat's all scratchy. Yeah, so we got a new family member. I took my buddy Jeff's cat that my buddy that I lost. Um, she's an older cat. She's like 13 or so. And I thought she was going to be my lap buddy because I went over and stayed at Cat's one night and she was all up in my lap. Well, we get her here and she was real friendly the first week or so because she was in heat. But now that she's not in heat anymore, man, I can't get 2 feet from her and she's growling at me. I'm like, all right, butthead, as long as you ain't attacking nobody, you're good. And I hope she don't because I don't want to get rid of her, but at the same time, I can't let her attack the kids. But she hasn't done that. She just, somebody gets close, she growls. She don't attack the other cats either. She just growls at them. So, whatever, growl away. Yeah, and her name is Shithead. I'm not kidding. I wish I was, but I'm not. That is my friend's sense of humor. He named her Shithead when he got her. So now I had to email my kid's teacher and tell him, hey, this is what's up if my kid says shithead. She laughed her butt off. She laughed so hard. That's what I was thinking. I've got a scar where they took out my thyroid. It looks like someone slit my throat. Yeah, I have the same scar in 2 different places. Only it's from having cervical spinal fusions done. So yeah, I've got some nasty scars on my throat. I hate it. My husband says it makes me look cool. I don't think so. I think it looks nasty. It's 3 labs in the grass from Easy Whim. I've never done one of their canvases. Clear symbols and overall good, but the few that aren't, right? Yeah, this, like Nana said, there are symbols on here that just are, they're no good. Honestly, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I think everything else is clear. It's just those green ones. Well, they're not green drills, and most of them are brown, but on the canvas, it's a green area. Well, doctor said he didn't see anything. I don't know, done in May, so he wants me to get an epidural on my neck. Oh, God. Oh, my God, sweetie. Have you ever had one in your neck? Because I had them in my lower back. I've now had them in my mid back, but I had never had them in my neck before my last surgery. And depending on your no, I take that back. I had one prior to my first cervical fusion, but this last one, due to the fact that my disc was so bulging and almost ruptured, like there was not much space to put the epidural medication through the spot. I'm telling you, the pain that I felt during that thing, I wanted to punch them. It was so bad. It was so bad. I don't even have high blood pressure, but when I came out of there, my blood pressure was through the roof, higher than I've ever seen it in my entire life. So I don't know what, like I said, the one I had the first time wasn't quite as bad. Like there's pressure, but due to the fact that that epidural space was very, very, very small due to my disc being so bad. So, oh, I'll keep you in my prayers because I know either way it's not fun. Those epidurals do not feel good. Yeah, I've had to have a light to see some of mine too, unfortunately. Yeah, they didn't help me either. As Nana said, the epidural injections did not help me at all. But I don't know how your insurance is. My insurance makes me try them before they'll take any other steps. As far as, in my case, surgery, you have to give everything else a try. And I did. And it didn't work. The epidural injections never work for me. I don't think I've had, no, I had one that worked. It was on a very low part of my back. But in reality, all those epidural injections are anyway, even if they work, they're just a band aid. They're not going to work forever. And if the disc is like sometimes they'll heal themselves, but if it's that bad, even if it works, it's only going to work for so long, you know? Yeah, I've had them in over 50 shots in the low. Yeah, I have I don't know what that is. Prolotherapy. I have injections done in my neck and my entire back every 3 months. They do anywhere from 15 to 20 shots all over my back. My husband was in there with me one time and he's like, wow, because they do it really quick. They're just like, real quick. And it sucked. I hate getting them. And they work, but they don't. Like they help for the first month and a half, but then they start not helping anymore. But at the same time, I have to jump through all these hoops for pain management, so I got to do it. And I mean, they do help to an extent. And at this point, any relief's better than nothing, even if it's not a lot. They put me to sleep when they do it. What? I have never heard of that, Nana. You're lucky. I've never ever in my life been put to sleep for an epidural injection. Ever. You know why they might do it though, Nana? Because of your other medical issues. They may do it for that reason. So you don't get too stressed out and your anxiety don't get too high. Maybe that's my thought. Because I've never heard of anybody getting put to sleep. And I go to an actual spinal clinic, AKU medical center. Shoot, I wish they'd put me to sleep though. That stuff, I don't like it, dude. Number one, it's not even the shot or the medicine going in that hurts. It's not even the shot when they put the shot in your back. It's when they're feeding that tube in to put the medication where they want it to be. That's what bothers me, because when they put that tube in there, you can feel it going click, 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 click through each little spot. And oh my God, I hate it. There's so much pressure and you can feel it. Like it don't hurt because they numb you, but you can still feel it. And sometimes it does hurt because they just give you lidocaine. Yeah, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I was just surprised that he didn't order another one considering it was over 8 months since that. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, if you don't feel that, I'm going to tell you something right now, Nina, that I learned the hard way. If you don't feel that a doctor's making the correct decision, you have the right as a patient to either request he do it again, and if he refuses, you have the right to go get a second opinion. And all you have to do is tell your insurance company, if it's a specialist, they won't make you be referred if you put down and have them put down that this is just that, a second opinion, because you have a right to have a second opinion and a third and a fourth if you need it. Because when I had this disc that was in my neck, it was so bad that the surgeon came out of surgery after he removed it and told my husband if we would have waited another week, I would have been paralyzed. It would have ruptured. I would have been paralyzed. But the first surgeon that I went to, he goes, wow, yeah, that's really bad. I bet you are in a lot of pain. He goes, but I can't do the surgery for you because you smoke. I was like, are you serious? I've already had this surgery done and I smoked then. He goes, well, that's my rules. I don't do that. And like I left there in tears because I was hurting so bad. I thought that I was finally going to get some relief, And he goes, well, if you stop smoking right now, in 30 days, I'll do your surgery, but I will test you for nicotine. And if you have nicotine in your system, I will cancel the surgery. Well, dude, I'm stressing. I'm hurting. You think I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes right then? Like, come on. So, I went to the surgeon's office that did my first fusion and told them what happened. And they ended up scheduling my surgery like 3 weeks from then. And I got in there because even that surgeon, he told me, he said, smoking is not a deal breaker for fusions. They have such a high success rate that smoking doesn't make that big a difference. Some people just like to make a big deal about it. So he did my surgery and he was like, I am so glad we got you in there because this situation could have been a lot worse. And my thing is this, I should be able to sue the shit out of that other doctor because if I couldn't find somebody else to do my surgery or if I wouldn't have been, you know, dealt with medical stuff enough to know to go get a second opinion, I would have just sat there and dealt with it thinking, oh, well, I can't get this surgery because I smoke. And that disc would have ended up rupturing and my butt would be paralyzed. I don't understand the medical system. I don't. It upsets me really bad. Like you don't refuse medical treatment because somebody smokes. All right, let me catch back up in chat now. My doctor wants to do titanium cages where the disc have degenerated in my lower back, right between my shoulder blades and my neck. Ugh, dude, my neck is half metal, so I feel your pain. I will tell you this from my experience, and I'm sure my situation's a little different than yours, Elizabeth, but I had a lot of nerve pain before I had my fusions. Like my whole arm would hurt. And the funny thing is this last one, my neck itself didn't even hurt. It was my arm and my shoulder going into my arm because it was that nerve that was compressed. And I still have nerve damage because if you think about it, this is how it was explained to me. If you park on top of a garden hose in a driveway, well, if you park there for, just a couple hours and move, that hose is going to deflate and back up or inflate back up. Well, if you park on top of it and sit there for months, when you move that car, it's still going to have a dent in it for a long time, if not forever. And that's kind of how they explained it to me with my nerves because that disc was pushing on that nerve for so long. But I will tell you this, it got rid of my nerve pain. Not any numbness and tingling that I had, for the most part. I still have a little bit of numbness. But as far as like the pain, it got a little better, but I still have quite a bit of pain in my neck, even after my surgeries. The nerve pain's gone, which was the worst of it, but I still have pain. So I don't know if you've had these surgeries before or not, but I don't want you to go into expecting, oh, my pain's going to be gone because it's not going to. I would be over the moon for you and so happy for you, but that usually doesn't happen. But it does help. I'm not going to tell you it doesn't help because it does help. And again, I don't know about the cage stuff. I've never done that. I have plates and screws. So that's a territory I'm not familiar with, but I do know, back surgery just sucks. And I feel for you, sweetie. I'll keep you in my prayers. If it does, it will only last a bit, not long. Yeah. Okay, so Nina and Elizabeth? I guess if you have them, Nina, what is the difference between like getting a fusion? I guess they take the disc out because see, mine they replaced it with donor bone or I forgot what they called the other thing, but and then there's a plate and screws. Basically, it restricts my movement. I've never heard of the cage. What is that to prevent? Actually, no, all epidurals are done under anesthesia here, not just me. Well, Nana, I'm moving to Alabama. Screw this shit. Most of the time, the numbing shots hurt worse than the actual injections for me. It depends on the procedure. I can agree with you on some stuff on that. Hi, Cranes. How are you? Sorry, I'm catching up in chat here. Hope your week's going good so far. Before my neck was done, the pain was going down both arms. Yeah, that's that amazing little nerve pain. That shit's bad, dude. And yeah, any other pain in the world, I'll take over that. That nerve pain, I wanted to cut my arm off and my shoulders. I told my husband every day, I was like, please just knock me out. Please knock me out. Like, I couldn't take it. It was bad. And pain medication didn't even touch it. Barely. It'd take the edge off a little bit, but not even enough to make you comfortable. Like, I could not sleep. I rolled around in my bed. I woke up. Even if I did doze off a little bit, I'd wake up and scream. Like, I hope I never, ever, ever have to feel that pain again. It was so bad. I would almost rather give birth to 4 children in one day than deal with that again. That was horrible. But unfortunately, with my spinal issues, I would not be shocked if I have to. But I can hope, right? It will help, Elizabeth. And I'm the same way as you. Like, until it's completely unbearable, I put it off. But that was unbearable. When you don't want to be awake, when you want somebody to knock you out because it's that bad that you can't breathe or function or anything, it's time to do it. But I've got a disc at my T10 that we're going through the steps for, but I'm not doing that surgery until I absolutely have to, because I will be down. I won't be able to do anything. That's directly in the middle of my back. And they, from what I've heard, they will either have to go through my side, remove part of my rib, or go through my front and deflate my lung. And that don't sound very exciting. So I'm holding off on that as long as I can. Mm-hmm. Yep, compression to the spine. Okay, so that's what you have, or that's what the cages help. They went through my stomach. I have a 6-inch incision. They took out L5S1, put in cages, and filled it with some kind of gel. I wonder if that's just how they do like a fusion lower so it gives you more mobility. I'm going to have to do some research on that. I'm interested in the spinal stuff because I never know what's going to happen to me. Huh. I wonder if that's just what they call it at where you're at, because that sounds just like a fusion. Because in my neck, that's what they did too. They took out the disc, and then they filled it with it wasn't gel or anything, but they put like a donor bone in there or a cadaver bone and put a plate and screws to hold it in there. And then they kind of fuse together. That's why they call it a fusion. The level above and below it will fuse with it. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay, I gotcha. I just had a medical branch injection a little over a week ago, and it did not work. So I'm telling you, like, I think these injections are just something the insurance companies make patients do before they'll approve the stuff that may actually work. um, the doctor's actually talking about eventually maybe putting in what they call a spinal cord stimulator in my back to block the pain. Basically, what it does is it blocks the pain signals to your brain, and it doesn't get rid of all the pain. The way they kind of explained it to me is it's kind of like an internal tinge unit. So I'll be able to charge myself and control myself with a remote. But I'm willing to try it. And they have a trial run before they implant it in you. So I may give it a shot. Why not? Yeah, it's basically a tinge unit, only it's inside you. Oh no, cranes. I hate it when that happens. That's happened to me a couple times too. And I usually just reapply, but if they make you jump through all kinds of hoops, I know it's a pain in the ass. It's like the people that really need that kind of stuff go through hell to get it, but the people that abuse the system and don't need it, they just hand it to them on a silver platter. I feel that way about disability. I've been fighting for it forever. So, what's everybody working on tonight? It's called milking the insurance. That's why insurance premiums are so high. Yep, I agree. People, I don't know. It irritates me, all of it. Yeah, I tried that too. Didn't work. Mine should have been a 20-minute procedure, but it took over 90 minutes because they stuck me 5 times in different places and could never get the unit right. Huh. That doesn't sound too fun. You're asleep, right? Or are you awake when they put that in? They won't put one in me. They said since I had so many surgeries, it would be hard to get the wires in. I'm sorry, Cranes. I know a guy that had the internal tinge unit. He got completely off opioids after he got it implanted. Doctors, see, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, even if I can wean it down to less than I take now, a lower dose or whatever, because I don't want to live my life on them. I mean, I don't take enough to really affect me, but I don't want. I'd rather not be on them. I mean, nobody wants to be on them. Well, unless you have an addiction problem, but I'd rather not be on them. But at the same time, I don't want to be in pain and have no quality of life. Doctor said my discs were like lizard skin. Damn. They do that awake, Nina? Like actually putting the wires up through your spine awake? Can you feel it? I'm working on the custom my Rottweiler. Almost half done. Oh, I love Rots. They're such cute dogs. My aunt had one when I was little, and it always used to sleep next to me on the couch when I stayed the night. Is John your grandson, Cranes? Heck no, Nana, you're not Diamond Pain. You're playing referee. Yeah, I've had one tell me that, well, not that exact thing, but he told me um, that I honestly needed to become best friends with a spinal surgeon because when I had an MRI, he looked at it and he said basically the spine's supposed to have a natural bend. Well, mine goes the other way. And with the spinal stenosis and the degenerative disc disease, yeah, my back's a mess. So I feel your guys' pain, seriously. Oh, is it? Well, that's cool, Cranes. I bet you enjoy having him around. Yes, you are awake because you have to tell them where you feel the sensation going. I'm highly sensitive to that stuff, so yeah, I wasn't. Can you like feel the wires going up in there when they're putting it in and stuff? I didn't think they kept you awake through that whole thing. I may not do it. I don't think I can do that. I'm down one whole dose. I was 4 per day. When it's time for the spinal shots, I do 3 a day to take the edge off. For a couple weeks after the shots, I only take 2. That's awesome. I wish mine worked that good. I pretty much try to take them only when I need them. Cause, and in the winter, that's a lot more than the summer. And it honestly depends. Like if I go out and do a whole lot, or if I do a whole lot of cleaning, or basically if I overdo it, I'm going to pay for it. So I have to take more that day, or it just depends on the day, the weather. You could feel pressure. Ugh. I don't know. I got to think on that one. I mean, it would help probably, hopefully. I mean, I've heard both ways. I've heard some people said it helped. I've heard some people said it didn't do anything. I've heard people with their horror stories saying that, oh, I'm paralyzed. So I don't know what to believe. 2 of them went to their bedrooms, and it's only me and Ashlyn. Hi, Ashlyn. She's like, who's that weirdo talking to me? My aunt has an S for a spinal cord. They won't do anything for her because of her age. That's so sad. Why didn't, I mean, has it been that way her whole life, Elizabeth? Okay, I'll try it, Nina. They're not they're not doing it anytime soon. We got to figure out what's going on with this disc at my T10 first and what steps they want to take for that before I can do anything there. So, but eventually that's something we're looking at doing. We have talked about it anyway. Okay, see, you guys saw how many drills I've been placing. I barely got that one picked up. Maybe I just needed to. It wasn't picking them up. Let's see how many. I bet I don't get. I bet I don't even get 10 more drills picked up. Because even though I don't press hard, that wax just fluctuates down inside the pin, just like the regular wax does, and I have to refill it. She's playing her games, Nana, or is she just bugging you and spending time with her Nana? Yeah, that sucks, Elizabeth. Well, I hope that she can find some way to at least stay as comfortable as possible. I know that's reaching because I know it's hard with back pain. But sometimes that back pain even goes around into your stomach when it's bad enough. I hate it. It's like you don't know if the pain's coming from your stomach or if it's coming from your back. I have upper and lower scoliosis, degenerative disc disease, and arthritis throughout the entire back. I have T2 there. Ugh, I'm sorry, Nina. I feel you on the bra situation, though. I'm telling you, if I'm home, that is the first thing that goes bye. It hurts my back, dude. Like, I don't know if it's just the pulling or what, but I mean, I don't have what you have there, but it hurts my back. I don't like it. Yeah, see, it's barely picking him up anymore. She's playing with their toys. I want to play. I'll trade. I go play with your toys, Ashlyn, and you get to come clean my house and pay my bills. All right, yeah. It is not picking them up no more. The pressure of a bra is hell. I don't wear one unless I go into town. I'll be honest with you. In the winter, Nina, I cheat. Sometimes I don't even wear one when I go to the store. I put a hoodie on. I put a hoodie on. I have my shirt on, and then I put on a hoodie or a jacket or something. And guess what? Nobody can tell. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I could care less. When I retired, I threw every bra I had in the trash. I felt like burning them. Yeah, me too. I have the opposite of scoliosis. Ugh. Dude, everybody, we've all got back problems. We're all getting old. Everybody tells me, oh, sweetie, you look so young. I don't feel young. We should just have a bra burning fire. Let's have a bra bonfire. That would be fun. Hi, Gail. Yeah, no joke. I'm kind of wondering the same thing because it's kind of like that situation. She should go get a second opinion, in my opinion. But I'm not a doctor. Hmm. I switched trays. I've been using my little Archer's Arch tray. Now I'm using my purple bigger one. I love these trays. I'll tell you what, I don't think I'll ever go back to a different tray. I really like these Archer's Arch trays. And I'm sitting here. This baffles me too. When I ordered the lid, I thought this was gonna be, like a hard plastic lid that went on top. No, dude, this thing like bends. Like I'm baffled. How I'm assuming, yeah, because like a 3D printer, you think of, this kind of material. No, this is like bendable. This looks like a trampoline. I mean, really, you could use this as a trade too. I don't know how good it would work. I've never tried. Guess I could try it out real quick out of curiosity. Oh, wow. You know what? Look at that. Tell me that ain't crazy. And they didn't even try to bounce all over the place like they do on a hard surface. And they lined up pretty good. I'm sure you could see better if they weren't white. But that's amazing. I'm going to use this out for a minute and see how this goes. Because I'm curious. Like that. Nina, you want one of those trays? I ordered mine during November because she was doing a 40% off sale. I already had a pink one that one of my old friends had given me. And so I ordered this one. I ordered a little blue one. I ordered a lid for this one. And I ordered a lid for my pink one I already had. And I ordered the lid for the small one and some plugs. These little plugs that go in the holes so they don't spill. I ordered 3 of those. And then I ordered a grinder because I liked his grinders with the handle thing on it. And honestly, I didn't even pay that much. I want to say it was like, oh, and I ordered wax pots. I think it was like around $40 for all of that. Maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while, but yeah, I mean, that's really not too bad for all that stuff. And she was doing that sale for her birthday, so I couldn't pass it up. I had to do it. My aunt just turned 82, and they told her about 5 years ago. She had 3 options, and they all said the same thing. Damn. One second, I got a message from my daughter. Mm. All right. Hi, Aussie girl. Yeah, we were supposed to get this big old snowstorm, and we got a little bit of freezing rain the other day, and a little bit of snow. But in my opinion, it was nowhere near what they made it out to be, which is usually how it goes. Because Friday, they like seriously let all the kids out of school early, and it didn't even do anything until like later that night. I'm like, wow, okay, that was pointless. And then it snowed a little bit the next day, but it didn't. I don't know. I didn't go to the store, but I'm assuming all the shelves were empty, which I don't. I guess when that really happens, I'm going to be screwed because I don't rush to the store like everybody and freak out. And because I've lived in Kansas and Missouri my whole life. So I know half the time they go, oh gosh, all this weather's coming, and it don't even come. Or we get like a fourth of what they're actually saying we're going to get. So I'm going to starve because I don't rush to the store. I can't do it, dude. Number one, I ain't trying to be in the middle of all those people trying to fight over bread and milk and whatever else they're fighting over. I can't do it. Nope. I'll just sit at home and eat nothing because I'm not rushing to the store like that. It's insane. You've chickened out several times. I'm 58, and as of 1 year ago, they want me to fuse. They want to fuse me from the pelvis to T9 or T10. I have degenerative scoliosis. Ugh. Well, if you got a lot of pain, sweetie, I mean, only you know if you're at that limit where. Because when I did mine, it was at that point where it was like I was willing to do anything to get it to just stop. Like my back pain I have right now, like it gets bad from time to time, but I'm not at that point with it. I'm not. It can stay. It can stay for now. Because I don't like surgery. Surgery makes me nervous. I always have these crazy thoughts like, what if something happens to me, blah, blah, blah. And I try to talk to my husband about, oh, I want this if something happens and this and this. And he's like, stop talking like that. Nothing's going to happen. And it's like, I can't help it. Okay, Nana. What? You see headlights at your RV? All right, message me if you need to. Hi, Sensational Crafter. You got your first DAC? You know what's crazy? Wait. And guess what? Swan Lake is there. Okay, so you didn't order Swan Lake. That's what I thought you said. Swan Lake was actually my very, very, very first DAC that I received and my very first one that I finished. But congratulations on getting your first DAC. I hope you enjoy it. As long as you do nothing, you're fine. Yeah, I feel you some days on that one, dude. It's like the more you do, but at the same time, that's no quality of life. And if you can't do anything and the doctor says it'll help you be more mobile, then, think about it. But again, you are your own person and it's up to you on what you choose to do. Only you know what's right for you and what you need to do. So, and nobody should judge you because it's your life and their opinions don't matter, frankly. Let's see. I just make sure I have bugs, shelf, milk, and yeast to make bread in my machine. If needed be, at least 5 gallon of gas. We have a generator that kicks on. Huh. We normally have a lot of stuff in the house because I don't. I can't. I mean, I got kids. I keep it stocked up. So yeah, I don't. We don't normally not have food. I usually keep quite a bit there. Or there. Quite a bit in the fridge. So it's not ever. I mean, if anything, I should probably go and get, like you said, milk, stuff like that. But other than that, we're usually pretty stocked up. Hold on. Somebody's beating on my door, and I don't know who it is. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. I am back. Ouch. Ugh. Yeah, I was supposed to have an appointment with my kids' school today. They were supposed to come. It's Head Start, and they do these home visits twice a year. And they were going to come and do that today, but man, I had not slept last night, and I honestly spaced the appointment. And it wasn't until like 2 o'clock, and I was like, oh my goodness, I am not going to make it till then. And I knew I needed to go live, or that I was going live tonight. So they were nice enough to reschedule this till next week for me so I can so I could lay down and get some sleep. I tried to stay up till then, but it just was not happening. I was starting to get really tired. I mean, I'm sure if I would have pushed through it, I would have got my second wind, but it kicks my butt when I do that. It's just me and my youngest daughter here, and she's 32 now. Well, that makes things easier. Not me. I've got me, my husband, my 18-year-old daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, and my 4-year-old son, and sometimes my 15-year-old son's here. What's mostly holding me back is I'll have to stop taking 2 meds for up to 6 months for an inflammatory condition I have. I can't imagine how I will be able to tolerate the pain without them. Have you talked to them about that, Gail? I mean, I'm sure that they're not going to expect you to sit there in pain for 6 months. I bet that they would do something or give you something temporarily to help you be comfortable since you can't take the meds that you need to take prior to the surgery. I'm guessing it's a de-inflammatory of some kind because I'm still not supposed to take de-inflammatories. But I'll be honest with you, after about 2-3 months after my surgery, after we had the first X-ray, and he said everything was starting to heal as it should be, I took naproxen. I had to. Like, that's the only thing that makes my migraines stop when I feel them coming on. Because if I take one when I feel it coming on, normally it'll stop. So I'm sorry, I ain't trying to deal with a headache. So yeah. So I was talking to a buddy on the phone last night, and apparently one of my favorite bands is touring again. And for the longest time, they weren't even touring or making music or anything, and I'm really upset because they're only coming to. I think I saw it was like North Carolina and Ohio, and there was one other place, but nowhere near me. I think the closest would probably be Ohio, which isn't close to me, but it's stained. And I mean, Aaron Lewis himself is coming to town, and I could go see him, but that's so different. Like I have seen Aaron Lewis live, but I really really want to go to this stained show. But my friend told me that he thinks that they're touring next year too, so hopefully I'll be able to hit that one because, yeah, like I said, this band was basically split up. They were not making music, they were not touring, nothing. And they recently have been making an album, or they made an album, and now they're touring. And I want to go see them. I've seen them before, but it was at like Rockfest and Ozfest. So it was a big like festival concert, and they don't play full sets at those concerts. I miss my younger days. I was always at a concert venue like 2 or 3 times a week. I don't know what it is about, just especially the venues that are outside, you know when the sun goes down, laying there in the lawn and just listening to the music. And I don't know, I love live music. I always have. That is my passion in life. I haven't had a migraine in a while, knock on wood. If I see floaters, I know it's coming and I'll take a pill to stop it. I haven't had one since I got my daith pierced. Not a true migraine. And I don't miss them either. You love outdoor concerts too, Cranes? I love live music. I'll go anywhere to see it. And I have. I've driven some distances to see them. I just can't afford to go to them like I used to. Yeah, when I was younger and used to go to concerts all the time, I dated this guy like literally all he did, he was my high school sweetheart. Literally all he did was work and save up money so we could go to concerts. And we were at the concert venue probably 2 to 3 times a week. And I mean, it was awesome. I went to probably 4 or 5 different Ozfest. I went to, God, I couldn't even tell you. I have a box of tickets under my bed. And that's not even all of them because I lost some of them. But like I've seen Poison, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Megadeth, Ozzy Osbourne. Um, these are just ones that some of you guys might recognize because some of the bands are kind of metal that a lot of people don't know. But I have seen, it's hard to name off even half of what I've seen because a lot of them I've been at, Rockfest, Ozfest that are festival concerts and they have, 12 plus bands. So yeah, it's I miss it, but I don't even know if my body can handle it the way I used to do it all. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to figure out what is up with my webcam and these settings before the DP-a-thon because I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna do if that happens during the DP-a-thon? Because I can't go back into the same link that I schedule. Because if it messes up, I literally have to do a whole new live. Like I cancel that one out. I mean, it's still there, but I have to move into a different one. So I'll have all these people go into alive in the playlist and they're gonna be like, this chick ain't here, and they're gonna think I just bailed on my live, and so I gotta get this figured out. I don't know what is going on and why it keeps doing this. But that's gonna be really embarrassing if I can't figure out why it keeps defaulting back over to the what it is. It's the mic to the webcam that's installed in my laptop, and I know it's not because I disabled the webcam that's actually in my laptop. I disabled that thing, so I know it's not that. And yeah, I don't know what is going on with it because I literally check. I usually click the option that says USB external, webcam microphone. I can't even remember the last time I went to a concert. Well, you should go, Nina. I don't know what it is about live music. Like, I can be so stressed out. And if I go with the right group of people, that's key. Because I'll tell you what, the wrong group of people can screw up any fun time. But if you go with the right group of people, I can go to a concert and I really shouldn't, and I push myself, but I'll go down in the crowd and just being around in that sea of people, standing in front of the stage underneath the stars or whatever. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but it is like the biggest stress reliever and calming situation for me. And I know it's not for everybody because lots of people don't like crowds. They don't like to be in the middle of a bunch of people. But I mean, I grew up going to large festival concerts. And so being in that mosh pit, have you, is, I don't know, like I don't get in the mosh pits anymore. Like if I'm in the crowd and one, breaks out, I'll step back. And at the very, very most, I'll be like on the edge of the circle where everybody is. But I try to step back because I know that my body can't do all that anymore. So normally I just try to enjoy being down in the crowd, but keep my eye open for mosh pits and crowd surfers because it's not fun when somebody falls on your head either. But I don't know, it's just kind of rushed that I can't explain. My daughter had to have my daughter had her both of her dates done too. She hasn't had one since she got them both done, Elizabeth. That's pretty cool. I thought about getting my other one done. And when I initially went, I was like, maybe I should get them both done. They told me that I didn't need to. It wasn't necessary. But I was going to, double up and make sure. But I still kind of want to go back and get the other one done. But it's not for the headache purpose because I'll get little headaches here and there, but it's nothing even close to what I used to get. I'm glad they worked for your daughter though, because migraines are horrible. You'll be able to leave a message in chat to tell them to go to the new live. Why have I never thought about that, Elizabeth? Thank you. Because from now on, when my lives mess up, I should probably do that in chat. You can't tell I'm a newbie, can you? Hi, Beth. How are you? Oh, welcome back, Nana. I know I'm old now. What's a mosh pit? A mosh pit is basically, okay, if you turn on any rock music video on YouTube, you will probably, like if it's a live, music video, not like this kind of live, but recorded like live at a concert. Um Basically when you see the crowd of people and they're, you know, swirling like this in a crowd, or you just see them, they're basically dancing around, but they're like running into each other. And I don't know, they call it's almost a form of dancing for rock music. It's hard to explain. They're not trying to hurt each other. The, the new age people have turned it into something it's not. But basically, it's so hard to explain. If you type in mosh pit on YouTube, you will see what I'm talking about. But basically, it's just a bunch of people running around in a group, hopping up and down, bouncing into each other. That's basically all it is. But they can get pretty rough and you can get hurt. So, and I used to participate in it when I was a lot younger. Not no more, but it's still fun to watch. All the younger kids do it. And yeah, you got to be a rocker to understand. If Dave's still in here, I'm sure Dave knows what a mosh pit is. I'm doing good, Beth. Or are you talking to me? Either way, I'm doing good. How are you? You need to install the app that the webcam asked you to do. I did at first, Nana. I really did. And then I uninstalled it because I remembered what the other program I had on my my laptop did last time I tried to go live. It kept taking over and it'd mess it up. So I was like, you know what? Screw the program. It's working without it. I'm just going to let it go. But maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll download the program this week and see if it makes a damn difference. I bet it don't. My computer hates me. That's what the problem is. Crane's creation. The mosh pit is in the middle of where the crowd stands. Yes, typically it is. Typically. Not always. I've seen them break out on the end or in the seats, or I've seen them anywhere. But yeah, it just depends on the concert. But yes, typically they're in the middle of the crowd. Boo boo boo. Hi Dixie, how are you? So, I have an idea. Cranes, would you mind if I bagged your package on my live instead of waiting to do a video? Because I want to know what's in it. All right, let me cover up this so I don't get paper on. I just looked at it. It's sitting over here on my desk. All right, I did cut it open, but that's as far as I got because I was like, no, I'm gonna do a video. All right, I'm gonna have to go grab me a drink. All right, Crane sent me this, and I'm super excited to get into it. Make sure I got no addresses showing here. All right, let's see what's in here. Ooh, the kids are gonna love you on that one because I'm not even gonna get it. They're gonna steal it. Oh, if I can only get him off of there. He's so cute. God, those magnets are strong. Those are super strong. Jeez, look. He's so cute. I don't have any Christmas cover minders. So yay. Oh, I love him. And got some candy bars that my kids will be shoving down their throats. It's got everything wrapped all tied up in here, which is good with our crazy postal service. Oh my God, look, they're so cute. I had just been saying I need to get me some more cover minders too. I need a collection. I'll show you in a minute that what my husband made me to put them all on. But oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, I'm loving them. All right. Oh my God, look at the monkey. He's got googly eyes. It's my googly eye monkey. And another little snowman. Oh my God, they're sticking together. But they're so stinking cute. Oh, I love that monkey. He's so adorable. I gotta keep him from my daughter. Oh, thank you so much, Cranes. That was so sweet of you. I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put them too. Check this out. All right, I'm gonna make you guys sick for a minute. because I'm going to move my camera. But, so I've showed some of you guys this before. But up here at the top of my desk, with the glare of my light, hold on, let me move it. Okay. Up here, my husband put this piece of like metal up at the top of my desk. And I've been putting them up here. So that's exactly where I'm going to put them. They go right above where I usually work on my projects. So I can just reach up and grab anyone that I want. And that light is really bad. Hold on. There we go. Those two are for Peyton. Oh, the monkey's for Peyton. Oh, she's going to love you. She's definitely going to love you. Oh, okay. There's something inside them. I didn't even see it. Hold on. Let me open these up. Oh, she's going to love you. She's so going to love you. See why I said that? Because that's something Peyton would want. Well, she's got one up there too, because she's got the one that Crashly made her with her rainbow pin. So I will show them to her in the morning before she goes to school. I wish I would have known there was something in there. I would have opened it while she was still up and let her see them. But she's going to love that. Thank you so much for thinking of her. That means a lot. Get caught up on chat here. But yes, that is so cute and so sweet of you. God, I love the little squirrel and the little snowmans. They're so cute. Oh, it's okay, Cranes. No big deal. She's still gonna love him. She's gonna be so excited. You know what's funny is she hasn't bugged me yet about kitting up her next painting. But when I give her these, she's gonna be like, Mama, can I kit up my painting now? I want to use my new cover minders. That's so. I still can't believe you thought of her too. That's so sweet. She's my little diamond painting buddy. No. I'm loving them. I can't get over how cute they are. Little things impress me if you can't notice. Like, I love little things and little trinkets and, you know, just and I've always said I have never been a materialistic person. It's the thought that counts, and it's the way that, you know, people took the time to think about you, because they don't have to. I've always told my kids that, you know, because we went through a little phase with my oldest son. Not, you would never guess it, because he is just the sweetest little kid now that would do anything. Or not little kid, I guess he's 15. But he went through a phase when he was younger, and he opened a gift, and we were at a family's house. And he was like, Mom, I don't like this. And I was, oh, dude, whoo, Mama jumped in his ass. And I said, boy, it was either I don't like this or I already have this. I can't remember which one it was. But I told him, I said, boy, I'm going to tell you something right now. If I ever hear you act like that when somebody takes the time out of their lives to think about you and give you something, it ain't gonna be good. You're gonna see a side of Mama that you've never seen. I said, you tell somebody thank you. I said, because I don't care if you already have it. Here's the point. They thought about you. And that right there, I don't know what it is, but somebody could, I know what it was. Peyton asked me this year during Christmas. She goes, Mommy, what's your favorite present you've gotten? And honestly, honest to God, my favorite at Christmas time, my favorite presents that I've gotten are like the little stuff that the kids bring home from school, the little like ornaments that they make with their handprint around them and then make each finger into a snowman and stuff. Anything that's made with anything with them, their handprints, their pictures. Those, I love those. I mean, and yeah, basically, the whole moral of it is when somebody gives you a gift, in my opinion, they took that time to think about you. And that right there is what touches me. And the fact that you thought about me, Cranes, that touches me a lot. Like, I don't get gifts very often. I'm usually the one that gives gifts. I'm a giver. But I absolutely love them, and I can't say thank you enough. Okay, I'm going to stick this one over here for Peyton, and I'm going to use my squirrely. I need to get me. I've been saying that I needed to order some more cover minders, so it's funny that you sent those. I think I was talking to Nana about it. I was like, I need to get me some more cover minders to put on my little little thing that Jay made me for my cover minders. I was like, it looks all empty. There we go. I'm the same way, Cranes. I love to give too. It's always been my favorite thing. Like, my favorite part of Christmas is going and shopping for other people. And since, I haven't been able to work and fighting for disability, it makes you know, not not enjoy the holidays, because it really shouldn't be about the gifts anyway. But when you're a giver, and I'm sure you understand, it just takes that little bit of happiness away from it. And things always work out, and you know I always end up still getting to give like I want. But it just that's my favorite part of Christmas. And even any time throughout the year, I love to give. I've always been that way. It's just, I don't know, it's something about seeing or hearing that excitement in somebody when they open that gift you give them. And it just, I don't know, it just touches you, makes your heart all warm and fuzzy. Let's see. Go back through chat here. I missed some. Elizabeth, you don't like crowds? Yeah, neither does my husband. He hates crowds. Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess I am caught up. All right. Where did I do? Here it is. That's right, I was using this thing to see how it worked out as a tray. Honestly, it's not too bad if I wasn't using white beads. I think I've almost got all of this symbol done. I did a smaller section this time instead, like a ginormous one like I did last time. I couldn't believe I did that. Like, I normally do open a full strip all the way across if it's, not a freaking ginormous. Like, if it was 100 this way, no, I wouldn't be doing it like that. But this isn't, it says it's 100 by 40, but I've measured this thing. It's not. It's not. That's canvas size. And if you look, there is a big chunk about this big of white around the canvas. So, yeah, there's no way. That's its correct size. I knew it by looking at it before I measured it that it wasn't correct size. It wasn't drilling area. That it was a campus area. I think I got them all. I don't know why I say that because every time I say it, I'll put my drills away. Move a little squirrely right there. I'll put my drills away and then I find one. So this one isn't too hard to miss. So I'm pretty sure I got them all. And if I didn't, guess what? Oh well. My things have been kind of crazy this week. Our elementary school does something a little different than I've never seen this at any elementary schools, but for second graders, and I'm pretty sure it's only second graders because my oldest daughter started at that school when we moved out here in 5th grade. And then Peyton's been there since I mean since kindergarten. She's pretty much went through the elementary school all the way up so far, and we had to get her find her swimsuit that fit, and I swear, dude, we went through her swimsuits, and it's almost like either the bottoms were too big, or the top was too small, or the one piece was too small to where it was going up her little booty, and I was like, "You can't wear that." And she's like, "Mama, I want to wear that one," and I was like, "Baby, it's showing your booty. You can't wear that one." And so we figured that out. Well, of course, the one that actually fits her, she left it at school today. But yeah, for 2 weeks, they're going to the YMCA here in town and they get to do swim lessons. And basically, they have them wear their swimsuit to school underneath their clothes. And then they bring a pair of underwear and a towel in a Walmart bag. And that way, when they're done swimming, they just take off their swimsuit, put it in the Walmart bag, get their underwear out, and they're good to go for the rest of the day. Well, and then, yeah, when she brings it home, I'll throw her swimsuit in the dryer, and, every other night or so, I'll wash it. Well, this little girl seriously left the swimsuit in a bag at school. And that's the one that actually fits her. So I don't know how this is going to work tomorrow. Oh, and she wanted goggles that, cover your nose, like a diving mask, pretty much. So I got on Amazon, and here I was thinking they were doing this for like a month or two. I didn't figure they'd just be doing it for 2 weeks. I figured they'd pick a couple days out of the week and do it for a couple months. No, we're going to do it for 2 weeks straight. So I hurried up and ordered her a pair of goggles on Amazon. She wanted this brand new towel that was like almost $20. I was like, I said, "Girl, you're only doing this for like 2 weeks. You can use one of the beach towels we have here." I've been doing that all day with almost every color that I've used. Dude, I'm telling you, Beth, I do that. It don't matter what painting I do. I will literally go, "Okay, well, I finished them all. I'm good." And I'll start with my next color and I'll see another one and I scream at my canvas. I'm like, "Are you serious? What, did you jump out and create yourself after I put away that color?" It's frustrating. And I swear when I'm done with that section, every single time I'm literally pulling out drills for one or two that I missed. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Might still be wet. Yeah, they are still wet. She was supposed to bring them home in the Walmart bag so I could dry them so she could put them on for school in the morning. Yeah, because they don't let them change before they go to the YMCA. They're supposed to already be in their swimsuit. But yeah, she is going to have to wear one of the ones that are a little bit too big. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Mm-hmm. That is good. They are giving swim lessons. Yeah, it is really good. They should do that. Honestly, I think they should do it like every other grade, to keep it up because I mean really you can get a whole lot in 2 weeks. But on the plus side, my daughter can already swim. We had a pool in the backyard for one summer, and that same summer she was going to her dad's in Colorado, and his girlfriend's dad had a pool in the backyard, and they were living with him at the time. And so every time she went down there, she was swimming too. Well, she got to the point where she was like, I don't want to use this floaty anymore. I want to learn to swim. This little girl's a fish. She reminds me of her mama because that's how I was as a kid. Next thing we knew, she was swimming. She was in the deep end where she couldn't touch, and she was swimming. And she's kind of always been finicky about going underwater because she had tubes in her ears very young. She actually just got them removed maybe 6 months ago. And so it was always painful for her to get water in her ears. And even though it's not now, I think she still has that reaction to, oh my goodness, there's water in my ears, I'm going to freak out. But she's getting better because she started going underwater by herself. So that's huge for her. But yeah, she absolutely loves to swim. I think she would live in the water if we let her. But yeah, I think it's an amazing safety tool because way too many kids drowned from, not knowing how to swim. Have you seen the videos online where they teach babies how to save themselves if they fall in a pool? It's actually really freaking cool. It would give me a damn heart attack though. I could not throw my baby in a pool and hope that they'd turn belly up and put their head out the water. I don't think I could do that. I don't know, dude. I'd have a heart attack. I'd have to let them do it and me walk out of the room or something. Because that would scare me. Right? It's really freaking cool. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta go grab me another drink. I should have grabbed it before I started, but I didn't. Okay, I'm back. I need to get me a mini fridge in my room. Get me a blanket. I'm freezing. Ugh. I guess I should probably let Peyton help me kit up her whatever painting she's wanting to do next because I know she's going to want to diamond paint with me this weekend. And right now, those canvases are rolled up. So they probably need to lay flat. I need to put it under the mattress. Alright, what color do I want now? I had to draw the symbols on here with my amazing cruddy artwork. Or I don't have drawing skills at all. But I don't like to just go by the DMC because, like, this canvas, it only has a legend down at that end. And it's just a pain. So I draw the symbols and the DMC on there. They say it's best to reach them before a year old. Yeah, I've heard that too. Hi, Christy. How are you tonight? You love Peyton, Crashly. Well, she loves you too. She tells everybody that comes over. Like, I have a couple friends I've gotten into diamond painting, and she goes, "This is my pen. This is my cover minder. they're like, "What's a cover minder?" And then she goes, "Here, I will show you." And she straight demonstrates how to put it on. And she just thinks she's the shit because she's got her own pin and her own cover minder. And now she's got two more that Cranes gave her. So she's just going to be on cloud nine because she thinks she's just hot shit because she's got her own diamond paint and stuff. I need to get her, I want to order her one of the little unicorn trays from my 3D designs and get her like a little pink grinder and a little pink actually I think no I don't, and a little pink wax pot. I want to get her own little setup. I know that sounds so dumb, but she will love it. How old is she, Beth? She's 8. She's 8 going on 21, but she's 8. uh, I can pull up a picture if you guys want me to. That is why I lighted diamond paint in my bed. I cover up. See, I normally do diamond paint in my bed too, but the canvases I've been working on lately are way too big to diamond paint in bed. And I usually have, a big one going that I'll do over at my desk. And then I have a little one going that I do in my bed. That's your girl. Because she is the shit. Yeah, she sure thinks so. Draya, I am doing a little better today. We lost one of my boyfriend grandparents' dogs. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so hard when you lose an animal. They're just like one of the family. I'll lose my mind if I ever lose one of my kitties. I'm sorry, sweetie. I tried to get my grandson to DP when he was 5. He would move my hand with his. Yeah, I have a 4-year-old son, and I bought him some Paw Patrol stickers to diamond paint. I haven't attempted yet. He's like hand over hand diamond painted with me, but it lasts like 30 seconds, and he's down doing his own freaking thing. So his attention span isn't the best. Peyton, even, she'll diamond paint. I think the longest I've seen her do it, I can't say that because there was one night she sat there and did it for 3 hours with me. But typically she'll do it for about 30 minutes. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm going to color now." Because she's got all her coloring stuff down here by mine too. Draya, he was about 14 or 15 and we think he had a heart attack. I'm so sorry, Christy. Poor baby. At least he's not in pain anymore. Hi, Nana. All right, let me see if I can find a picture of Miss Peyton. I know I have one in my phone. It's just a matter of pulling it up here. Come on. Trying to find one that's like actually clear so you guys can see it. Okay, here's one. This is her little brother, Abel, that's in the picture with her too. I hope it will focus. Here. Yeah, that's Peyton and Abel. They're in their Halloween costumes. That's my two little young boogers. I guess while I'm at it, I'll show you guys pictures of my other two real quick. Thank you. They're cute, but they're freaking monsters. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's see. Let me find a picture of. I know I have them. Bear with me. I moved around everything in my phone, so it's like, where did I put them? This is my 18-year-old. Her name is Justice. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I gotta find one of Dominic here. Let me see what people are saying in chat real quick. He isn't in pain anymore, but every morning I'd come down to the living room and he would say, Mama. And I'd tell him, I'm not Mama. She's in her room. And he got her Mama. Aww. I'm so sorry. It's heartbreaking. Thank you guys. She is beautiful, but she's a teenager. Need I say more? I love her with all my heart. But we have our moments where we butt heads because we're so much alike. She is pretty. Don't tell her I said it. But my pet's name's Justice. Oh, there's a lot of people and animals and everything with the name Justice. When she first started school out here, there was a little boy with the name Justice, and she goes, Mom, you named me after a boy. Why would you do that? I'm like, because I didn't. Her name actually came from the movie Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson. I don't know why. When I was a little girl, I heard that name and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I told myself that I was going to name my first daughter Justice Renee, and that's what I did. Where is that picture of my son? He don't let me get very many pictures. Here we go. That one's kind of blurry. All right, this one is my son Dominic. Right before he went to, I think it was homecoming. Ew, my phone's dirty. Okay. Do I want your 3-year-old? No, I don't. I'm sure that he's adorable, but no, I have a 4-year-old that throws fits. He has been throwing fits since the day he was born. This boy was colic, and nothing made him happy. Nothing. I was lucky if he slept 30 minutes at a time. Like, there were times I went out on the porch and would cry and beg God to please just let him sleep for an hour or two or something. Like, I got my tubes tied, needless to say. I can't. No. And he still throws fits to this day. And when it gets on my nerves, I'm like, oh my God, kid, do you ever stop crying? Like, you've been crying since the day you were born. Enough's enough, kid. Thank you. Yeah, that is definitely one good thing I have done in life is my babies. I wouldn't trade them for nothing. Ugh. I'm sorry, Christy. That it's dude. When kids have acid reflux or colic, or it's hell on the parents, and I know it's horrible on the babies too. But it definitely takes its toll on mommy and daddy. Yeah, Dominic, he is so handsome, and I hate. Basically, he's a little bit overweight, and the only reason is he was on ADHD medication for a long time when he was younger, and he we took him off of it because he almost, I think, outgrew. He either outgrew the ADHD or he just learned how to control it and handle it because he did not need those meds anymore. And they suppressed his appetite really, really bad. So he didn't eat a lot when he was, on those meds. Well, since he's came off those meds, he's like, ooh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. And I ain't hating on him. It used to bother me that he didn't eat when he was on these meds. And the kids at school are so mean. Kids can be very cruel, and I hate it. Like, he got super excited for that homecoming dance. He was like, "Ooh, mama, I'm going to go by myself. This girl that I kind of like, she's going by herself too." And he got really excited thinking that, maybe I can ask her to dance cuz he's one of those gentlemen. He was raised right. His dad's a Marine. You say yes, sir. You say yes, ma'am. He's a very respectful kid. And this girl ended up dancing with one of Dominic's friends. And it hurt him because I called him after the dance and I said, "Hey, bud, how'd the dance go?" Because he lives with his dad about an hour away. And I said, "Hey, buddy, how'd the dance go?" And he goes, "Mama, I don't want to talk about it right now." I said, "Okay, bub." I said, "But if you want to talk, I'm here." And him and Justice are really close. And so I called her and I was like, or I went upstairs and I talked to her. I said, "Hey, have you talked to your brother?" And she was like, "Not tonight." And I said, "Well, at some point, maybe wait till tomorrow or later, at least an hour or so she knows I didn't put you up to it." But I'd call and check on your brother, see if he'll talk to you. Because they're both teenagers, they understand each other and they don't think I do because, I'm just so ancient. But yeah, he ended up telling her what happened. And when he came down, like the weekend after that, he ended up talking to me. But it's just, kids can just be cool. Like, I don't think she did it on purpose, but what I told him, I said, honestly, you should be upset with your friend because your friend knew that you liked her. Your friend should have said no. But Dominic's a very, very, very forgiving person. He has the biggest heart of anybody I've ever met in my life. When he was little, he'd come in the kitchen and ask for a cookie. This is what stands out to me the most, or a yogurt, or whatever he was asking for. And I'd give him one. And he's like, "Sissy too. Sissy too." He'd have to take Sissy. He would not leave that kitchen until I gave him whatever it was that he came to get, until I gave him one to go give to Justice. Because he knew that it wasn't fair that he had one and she didn't. Abel ain't like that. Abel will just eat it all. He's a little butthole. All right, let me catch back up here. Parenting is hard. Parenting is hard, Christy. It really is, but it's rewarding too. Because if it wasn't for my kids, my life would have been totally different. Or I may not be here. Because I made a lot of stupid choices before I became a mom. And becoming a mom made me grow up and realize that it ain't about me no more. That's when you put peppermint schnapps in his bottle. My doctor told me that when mine had colic, a little sugar. Girl, I tried everything. I tried gripe water. I tried the gas medicine. I tried, what was it? I'd never heard of that one. I don't know how well it would have went over considering my son hates mint. He wouldn't have known that now or then, but I've never heard of that one though. My 4-year-old daughter screams every day, and most of the time it's because my 10-year-old daughter is bugging her. It drives me crazy, and then I'm screaming every day. Yeah, I feel ya. My 8-year-old is usually tormenting the 4-year-old, or the 4-year-old is just being a butthole because Peyton won't be doing nothing. She'll be sitting there. And I've seen him just go, ugh, don't look at me. Or she was standing at the foot of my bed one day and I was talking to her. I didn't pay attention to what he was doing over off to the side. Next thing I know, a toy goes flying and just smacks Peyton right in the head. Dude, I about lost it on Abel that day. Mama about tore into him really, really hard, but I didn't because I was mad. And I knew that if I whooped his butt, Mama might have whooped him a little too hard. So Mama put his butt in the corner and he stayed there for a while. And then he apologized to Sissy. And I told him, I said, do you like to get hit? Well, no. I said, well, then you don't hit other people. I said, because one of these days you're going to hit somebody and they're going to knock you on your butt. And I'm telling you what, the 15-year-old boy and the 8-year-old girl fight just as much. Dominic and Peyton fight all the time. My 4-year-old has a bad temper. Yep, me too. My 4-year-old little boy, man, that boy, he will stomp his foot and yell at you and tell you how it is and you're not the boss of me. And oh my God, that boy. Mm-hmm. And believe you me, he gets his booty whooped. I don't beat him, but I whoop his butt when need be. It don't do no good though. He's so bullheaded. I'll whoop his butt and he will laugh at me. Jill Payne, mine demands stuff, and if you tell him no, he will be like, I want it, and keep saying it and stomping. Yep, me too. I'm glad I'm not alone in that one, Kirsty, dude, all my other kids, I mean, they'd get upset, but they didn't do that crap. But yeah, my son, my 4-year-old, same shit. Same shit. And it's like, for real? I said no. I want it. And it's like, oh my God, you're never getting it now. And it almost, like, I hate to say it, but it almost gets to the point that it's like, here, I don't do this, but it's like, I'm not going to say I don't because I have. But sometimes it's just like, you know what? Take it. Shut up and get away from me. Because they literally will not stop. And it's insane. And I haven't done nothing different with him that I didn't do with the other ones. So I don't know what is going on. Knock my daughter out till morning. It worked. Shit. Sometimes I want to. No lie, Dixie. My 4-year-old started crying over everything, and then I just said stop fake crying, and then she stops and starts laughing. Yeah, right? Peyton will do that, dude. Peyton can kick on the tears on demand. I've seen her do it. She needs to be an actress. Her and Justice both. They can kick on those tears at the drop of a hat. And I'm like, I was like, nope, not buying it. I have to, Draya. It's like, here, take it. Now shut up and leave me alone. Dude, I'm telling you. And it's like, I can't even send him up to his room because if I don't have eyes on him, like all his toys are in the living room, he goes to bed, but I have a video monitor on him. But here's the thing, if I don't keep eyes on him, he'll flood my house with the toilet and like do shit that none of my other kids freaking did. And I don't know. I tell myself every single day, boy, if you would have been my first, you would have been my last. You would have been my only. Because I'm telling you, he's pushing me to the limit. Also, 4-year-old was stealing constantly from stores, and oh my god, it was driving me nuts. But hasn't done it in about 2 weeks. We frisk her before we leave every store. It was getting out of control. Yeah, I bet. And really, at 4 years old, they're not going to comprehend. Like, if it was a little bit of an older kid, I'd scare the crap out of him, have a police come over and or take them to the police station, or have the store call the police, or do something like that to scare the crap out of them. But at that age, they're just gonna be like, oh, police car, yay, fun. It's not even gonna work. At that age, it's pretty much, oh, I see it and I want it, and that's how that's going. Draya, me too. Baby monitor, and if he's quiet, I have to check on him. He's dumped half a bottle of Dawn dish soap down the sink. Oh my god. My son really did flood my house. Like, it looked like Niagara Falls in my kitchen. The toilet overflowed upstairs. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And there was like 5 inches of water in my kitchen. It was horrible. Go to the store manager and take him to the office. They will teach him to. Maybe if you can get the 4-year-old to listen. Because when they're that age, like I know my son, if he don't want to hear it, he's in la la land and he don't hear you. He will tune you out. It's that bad. Because at 4 years old, they understand, but not the way like you could punish an older kid for doing something like that. And it's just that's a tough one. But yeah, definitely keep on him about it not being a good thing. But God, I don't think it's the fact that he thinks he's stealing. I think it's more, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know him, but I think it's more, oh, I see this and I want it. They're not registering that, oh, that's stealing and I got to pay for that. Because my son goes to the store and he's like, ooh, I want that toy. And I'm like, yeah, no toy. Not buying it. Honestly, it's gotten to the point I don't even take my kids to the store no more. But he doesn't quite understand that, I got to pay for the stuff in here. I made her take it back to the store and give it back and apologize. Good. That's good. I would have handled it that way too, and then, had to talk. Had to talk with her and let her know, hey, this isn't what we do, and this is why. You can go to jail. Because I think it's age 10. They can be charged as an adult. I know it's here in Kansas, that's what it is. A cop in Tasmania lost her job putting a kid in jail, even though the family asked her to do it. Hi, Pippa. How are you? No, I'm not saying put her in jail. Like, I know when I was having an issue with my teenager, it was a few years back. I just had him come talk to her. Because sometimes kids hear things that their parents say and they're like, "Oh, your mom, you don't know nothing." You know how they get when they're teenagers. And I just had the cop basically come and tell her the law, and the things that I was telling her were true, and verify. But I know that some states do have, programs like Scared Straight, where if the kid's really messing up and doing like illegal stuff, dealing drugs, drinking underage, all this stuff, that they will put them through a scare program. And that they've done it in several, there's actually a TV show on it, I think. And there is a lot of states that do that, but I don't think I'd go that far. Like, there was a point a few years back that I did have to report my daughter as a runaway, but that was for her own safety because I had no idea where she was. She was lying to me. I thought she was at work. And next thing I know, she's nowhere to be found. And after, so many hours and couldn't find her, I reported her as a runaway, and she kept sneaking out and I didn't know what to do. And I was just worried something was going to happen to her. So, I mean, I reported her as a runaway, but all they did was pick her up And when they found her, they called me and I went and got her. And they tried to like put her on probation and stuff, and they asked me if I wanted to, and I said no, I'm not trying to go that far, but I'm hoping that this did it, and it did. It helped. She didn't just being they didn't handcuff her, they legally can't, but they just put her in the police car and took her and made her sit in a room. It wasn't a cell or nothing. They made her sit in a room, and just that, it scared her, and she's been walking a straight line ever since. Am I still on? Yep, I'm still on. If you're talking to me, Unica. Everyone, please push. Aw, thank you, sweetie. How did your cleaning going? And your Selena? You busting some moves? My son, when he was 3, stuck a pair of tweezers in an outlet. He removed the safety plug, set my sweater on fire, terrified him. He's, oh my god, goodness. I mean, good thing he's terrified to touch it again, but jeez. I'm so glad that everybody's okay. That's scary. But man, kids do stuff like that. And like those little plugs, dude, even my kids can get them out of there. So, I mean, honestly, the coolest thing I've seen invented lately is you can buy like the outlet covers where there's like a thing inside there that slides and covers the hole that the plugs go into. And when you go to plug it in, you got to like kind of scoot it out of the way and then plug it in. That's cool. The kids would have a hard time doing that, I think, more than those little plastic plugs. They generally say that they are not able to be charged with anything by law until 8 or 10. Here in Kansas, it's 10. They can be charged legally as an adult at the age of 10. So if they steal, anything that's illegal, if somebody wants to press charges, if they're 10 years old, you can press charges at the age of 10. They won't go to jail. Most of the time they usually just put them on probation or community service, but if it's really bad, then yeah, you're going to go to juvenile hall. But I think they really try to, those are for multiple offenders, like if they keep up, and that's usually where juvenile hall comes in. I personally don't know and don't want to know, and I'm hoping I never have to deal with that with any of my kids, but you never know. You don't know what you're going to get dealt, because sometimes kids get in with the wrong group of people and they make wrong choices. Unfortunately, it works on some kids, and I love that show. Yeah, it's a good show, Unica. It really is. And yeah, some of those kids, they're so bullheaded. Dude, I've seen some of them because I watched it a little bit when it first came out, and I was like, dude, for real? Like, that kid needs his little butt whooped. Some of them have just such bad attitudes that it's like, oh my goodness. We called the cops because my youngest son stole checks. They put cuffs on him, let him sit in the car for 20 minutes. Then I asked him to stay and watched hubby whoop his ass. Yep. Dude, girl, my house smells like Mr. Clean's house. It's spotless. So much Lysol. I love it. Man, I need to do the same thing. I'm OCD too, but I ain't been feeling good. I've had pain levels lately, so my house has gotten out of control and it's driving me crazy too. But honestly, Nina, there ain't nothing wrong, in my opinion, with whooping a child's butt. But this is kind of my philosophy on it. If you spank them more than 3 times, you're not doing it for the punishment anymore. You're doing it for yourself. That's just my opinion. That's what I go by. And I also try to look at my anger level. If I'm too mad, like if I'm fuming, I walk away from the situation. Or I tell my husband, hey, can you handle this? Because I know when I'm too mad. If I'm too mad, I don't need to be spanking my kid. And I did ask a cop directly in front of my child because she was like 7, I think. And she was like, "You can't whoop my butt." I said, "You want to bet?" "Yeah, I can." And I looked at the cop and I said, "I have a question." The cop wasn't even there for anything for me. It was something to do with my ex husband's ex wife. They were having their marital issue things. And I said, "While you're here, I have a question." He goes, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Is it illegal to whoop your child's butt?" He goes, "Not as long as it's an open hand and it's on the butt and you ain't leaving bruises and welts." He goes, "You can whoop your child all day long. Just main thing, open hand." Okay. My daughter's jaw hit the floor too. They have a label for it now. Oppositional defiance. Oh no, they had that when I was a kid because they thought my mom always took me and my brother and everybody to therapy. And yes, I believe therapy has its place for a lot of things in life. I mean, I still personally go to therapy for, abuse and stuff that I've lived through in my life. And, but yeah, they tried to say I had oppositional defiance disorder as a kid, but I went to another therapist when I got older and explained everything and what I was doing because it's not like I was stealing or breaking into places or, you know, really committing any crimes. I was just a typical teenager, you know, learning the hard way. They said, "No, you do not have that. You were being a defiant teenager." But yes, I have heard of oppositional defiance disorder. It's been around for a while because I think they labeled me with that at like 13 or 14. And yeah, when that honestly, like, I haven't really read into the disease a lot. Like, I've heard the term, but I don't know, just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but in just my opinion, I think it's hard to diagnose a teenager with oppositional defiance disorder. Like maybe an adult, if they act like that, then yeah, I could see that. If they just was not having it with anything, then yeah. And also the kind of the same thing with a toddler. Like they're learning to, because like one of the, for example, my daughter was having some issues at school last year, following directions. And they were like, "Well, you need to take her to therapy because I think she needs to go to therapy for her anger." And I said, "Honey," I said, "she is 7." I said, "She's learning how to positively express her feelings." I said, and because I know what they were getting at. They wanted me to put her on medication. And I was like, "That's not going to happen." I said, if you're trying to get me to put my kid on meds, I said, I'm not going to do it. I said, "She's only 7 years old and she's trying, kids have to learn how to handle all those emotions." And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I did end up taking her to like just this lady that came into school once a week to talk with the kids. And I told her, I said, "Could you go ahead and see Peyton once a week and see if you can kind of get through to her where mama can't and talk to her about positive ways to express her emotions?" And it has helped, but I wasn't going to put her on meds for it. And the schools are always quick fix, give them those meds. I'm like, not doing it. Nina. Sorry, I'm a little behind in chat. I'm scrolling through. When I say I whooped his ass, I mean hubby whooped his ass. Well, sometimes it's needed. And the cop stood right here in my house and watched, then said, "Call him if you need him." Hey, you know what? I'm a firm believer there's a difference in whooping your child's butt and beating a child. Sometimes I do not regularly spank my kids. That is not a method of discipline that I use on a regular basis. Very rarely do I whoop my kids. And that's why when I do it, it has some effect because they don't expect it. because mama does not whoop them very often. It's got to be pretty bad for mama to whoop their butts. 9 times out of 10, I will take things away. When they're really young, I redirect, time out, stuff like that, making them do some chore they don't want to do. But tell you what, when I whoop their butt, they know mama's serious and mama's had it. My son decided when he turned 13 he didn't have to do what I told him anymore. I took him straight to juvenile hall. Yeah, sometimes it's just that little wake up call, that helps. Let me skip down here. Good night, Cranes. Have a good night. And thanks again so much for the adorable cover reminders. I will show Peyton hers in the morning before she goes to school, but she's absolutely going to love them. Nina. Oh no, this was with a belt. And they went from one couch to the other. I mean, my hubby whooped that boy's ass, but guess what? He didn't steal another thing. Yeah? I know here in Kansas, he wouldn't have got away with that. Here in Kansas, I mean, I understand that, when you're at that point where you just don't know what else to do. I've been there. My stepchildren, one of my old stepdaughters, that I'm not going to say my old stepdaughter, but my stepdaughter from my last marriage, we tried everything with this kid. Nothing worked. Nothing. She didn't care. We took everything away but her books, her bed, her nightlight, her blankets and pillow. She didn't care. Did not care. And told us she didn't care. And it was just like, oh, what do you do? And yeah, I mean, her dad finally ended up whooping the hell out of her. And honestly, that still didn't work. But I ain't hating on you one bit because I know how hard it is to go through trying to come up with a way to make your child walk the right path. It's hard. And when they're that young and they're doing that, it terrifies the hell out of a parent. Because it's like, God, if they're doing this young, what do I have? What's coming next? Being a parent's freaking hard. And it's a learning curve for everybody. Anybody that says they know for sure what they're doing, no, you don't. I don't care if you've had 6 kids and you got a new one that, oh, I know what I'm doing, I'm a pro. No, you don't, because every kid's different. Every child is different. And you never know what's coming. Department. The judge told me when I thought he needed his butt busted, do it. Tony sat there with his mouth hanging open. Yeah, I bet. Because honestly, a lot of these judges, a lot of these cops, they're old fashioned. And they're seeing these new aged kids where they're being spoon fed, coddled. They're not being punished. They're having new cars handed to them and all this crud. Well, that's the reason these kids are acting this way. And in my opinion, yeah, they should have had their butts whooped a little more growing up. They probably wouldn't be so disrespectful as they are now. Either that, or they were just raised around completely disrespectful parents. But not always. I'm not going to say when a child's disrespectful that always it's the parents, because this not always is. When my daughter was going through her phase of acting out the way she was, that wasn't my fault. I've always raised my kids to be respectful and to not talk back to adults. But it does reflect on the parent because some people do assume. Either way, being a parent's freaking hard. Oh, Cranes, feel better, sweetie. If I can do anything, let me know. But try to get some rest. He was 16, almost 17. Hey, dude, I ain't even gonna lie. What was it, maybe a year and a half ago? Dude, I tackled Justice down to the ground and tried to whoop her little butt too. Granted, with all my health problems, it probably looked ridiculous because I have no upper body strength hardly anymore. But you're damn Skippy, I tried. And I got her over and I got a couple little licks in there. But man, when they hit that age, they just get way too big for their britches, thinking that they just. Oh, and I hear it all the time. I love my daughter with all my heart, but I hear it every day. I'm 18 now. I'm 18. Yeah, you're 18, but you still live under my roof. And you don't pay rent, and you don't pay my bills. You know? And I love her to death. And I know that that's just how it goes, you know? And she'll eventually get out there and see that it ain't quite as simple as they think. Because I remember being her age and going, oh, I can't wait till I move out on my own. I can do whatever I want. I can buy whatever I want. Yeah, it doesn't go that way. I learned that real quick. Hubby was so mad, and that's why I asked the cop to stay, because I knew if that once hubby got started, he wouldn't stop. Yep. Dude, when parenting's just hard. It is freaking hard. Like some situations, like I've been in situations where I will literally scour the internet looking for no shit with my stepdaughter. It was creative discipline because I had no idea what else to do. We had done everything, positive reinforcement charts, to give her an incentive to follow the rules and follow the directions so she could earn cool things. And it was like a daily thing. Like she didn't have to be good all week. It was like, oh, we got 3 stars a day or something, or either way, it was small intervals. Like, dude, I tried everything. Nothing worked. And it's like when you're going through that situation, it's like, I just want to rip my hair out. I just want to disappear. I agree with you. If the kids today got their butts busted when they were growing up, there would be less bullshit going on with them now. They think you should give them everything. Yeah, I ain't even going to argue with you one bit, Elizabeth. Some of these freaking kids, dude, I honestly, this next generation of adults, 80% of them, mm, I swear to God, I see my kid acting like that. I don't care if she's 21, I'm going to whoop her ass. I do not. I did not raise my kids to be disrespectful. I did not. And some of these kids, the way I see them talk to other adults, dude, I want to whoop their butt. And they're not even my kid. I am back, but I have a storm happening. Oh no, Aussie, stay safe, sweetie. Your power's gone off. All your battery on your phone. Oh, it's back on again. Don't you hate that when that happens? It just goes off long enough to jack up your clocks, to mess up everything. Oh no, we didn't do any of that. It was either take things away. If that didn't work, then got their asses whooped and still not get things back. We meant to get big hailstorms. Well, be careful, sweetie. Tell your dad to get his butt inside, but I can't say nothing. My husband's the same way. We get storms, like they say, ooh, a tornado's coming, or ooh, we're gonna get hail. He's gotta go right on the porch and watch it. And he will too. Like until dude, I'm telling you, if it was a tornado, he'd probably be standing out there until he could literally see that thing coming down our street. Then he'd come to the basement. And even then, he may not. Man, tell ya. I do love storms, though. I mean, not hailstorms. I love rainstorms, though. I can sleep so good when it's raining. I love it. Like, just the sound of rain, just, it relaxes me. Sometimes me and my husband will turn on, YouTube has these like 21-hour recordings of like rainstorms, and it's just like a black screen, or it's like a black screen with like lightning flickers. We'll turn those on to sleep too sometimes, and it's so relaxing. We haven't done it in a long time. He's been sleeping to these scary story things lately, and I haven't really been sleeping at night, so I guess it don't matter. Same. My hubby will try and bring our son out. I would be yelling. Sounds like a typical guy. They had to work. We gave them 25 a week for gas if they ran out. Then, oh well, they better be calling a buddy. And they had to help pay their part of the cell phone. Yep. It's the way it should be, Nina. Honestly, my daughter, she wanted a car. Granted, she still has yet to get her license yet, which is my fault because I won't let her drive my car anymore because she almost wrecked it learning to drive with her dad because she still got her permit. And dude, that's the only car I have, and I don't have any income right now. I cannot afford to have no car. I have doctor's appointments I got to get to. So her dad found a car for $500 for her to buy. He helped her out with 200 on it, and then she had to pay the rest. Well, and there's been a few things wrong with it, so she's had to buy the parts, and her dad's doing the work on it, so she don't have to pay somebody labor to fix it. And then she will have to pay her insurance. I've already told her that. I said, honey, I can barely keep insurance on my car, and you're an 18-year-old girl. Your insurance isn't going to be cheap. And so she knows she's got to pay that. And I told her I'll pay her cell phone for the first year. Things figured out. I mean, in reality, she don't know this, but I'm not going to let her phone get shut off. I'm not going to have her be out at college with no phone. But that's the plan, is that I'll pay it for the first year or two, and then she can either pay me for that phone, or she can go get a phone on a different plan that's cheaper. I live in Atchison, Kansas, Dixie. It's out towards, um, it's like right before St. Joe and right after Leavenworth, kind of in between the two. I don't know if you know Kansas very well. Massive storm coming over Tasmania right now. Oh no, Pippa, stay safe, please. Okay, bye, Pippa. You have a good night and stay safe. I have window air conditioners. I absolutely love it when it rains. It reminds me of growing up in the old farmhouse. Yeah, had a metal roof. Yeah, I love it when it rains too. It's amazing. So relaxing. See, I can't really hear it inside a whole lot because it's an old like stone house that I live in, and a lot of the windows, the screens have holes in them, so I don't open my windows very often. But I'll go out and sit on the porch and watch the rain, or shoot, sometimes I wish I just take a pillow and blanket out there and listen to it. But half the time it's too dang cold. Gotta love Kansas. You don't know if it's gonna be 75 degrees or 2 degrees. Oh, guess what, guys? It's almost 11. I didn't even realize it. Damn. Time flew. Your brother lives in Olathe? That's awesome. I used to live in Olathe. Actually, I lived in Shawnee right before I moved out here, which is only like 10 minutes from Olathe. I worked in Olathe too. I lived in Olathe for a long time. It's actually where I'm trying to move back to. My son lives in Gardner, Kansas, which is also right by Olathe. So it's actually where I'm trying to move back to, is good old Johnson County. I like it out there. Small world, Dixie. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it, guys, because Nana 7 Crafts is coming on next. Oh, how long do I usually stay on? Well, I think about 3 hours now is what I'm doing, because I'm doing from 8 to 11. I used to do from 9 to whenever I ended, but now that Nana comes on after me, I decided to start going live a little bit earlier. So I go live from 8 to 11 now. Okay, good night, Crystal. Have a good night. But yeah, Beth, we're getting ready to head over to Nana 7 Crafts Live. So if you want to join us over there. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, everybody. Well, you have a good rest of your week. And thank you for coming to my live and keeping me company. And I'll see y'all over in Nana's. Bye, everybody.